Hello, everyone. It's your long-lost cousin, Grover Cleveland here, and you're watching Ink the Book Show. Real art for fake people. Say, did you know that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter? And if you like his daily drawings or his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon on YouTube. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, to share, and to subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things in the book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
They can't understand. They won't even try. Hello, everyone. It's Ink the Book Show. I haven't been doing too many this week because just so much going on. Birthdays and whatever the heck else. But I'm here now. Daddy's home. Don't call me Daddy. That's creepy. Here comes May. Let's draw some art. Well, I already drew the art. Let's color it. I drew and inked this the other night, and I want to fill it in with some colors. It's another day where I don't have a lot of time to stream, but it's like I haven't been doing the streams, so I want to make one happen. Yeah, I've been a little spoken for the past several days, so. But I've been doing, I've been putting together some TikToks. How do you like that? I don't know. I'll get better at them, I assume, right? Before long, TikTok is a language that you speak. So here's my, this is the second time I think recently that I've done a, like these long-necked creatures with the tufts that kind of reminds me of Dr. Seuss. Even those wings kind of remind me of Dr. Seuss. But I need some light. There we go. But yeah, I just drew what was in my heart. So let's see, what color is this nerd? I think I see purple in my head's heart. How do I want that purple? I don't think so. Got a few here that I'm trying out. Lilac, we've got grayed lavender, and then we've got, no, this is lilac. What's that? Violet mist. Just trying them all out on this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with violet mist. So Yeah, it was my roommate's birthday the other day. Or actually, it was his birthday yesterday. So we were hanging out, just the three of us, me and my two roommates, one of whom is his fiance. And we were playing, last night we were playing a game called Beeropoly, which was pretty fun. It's like every space has its own rules, and they kind of play out through the game, and they back up on each other, and then you got to kind of keep track of them. Otherwise, you got to drink. And then, it's a pretty short trip around the board. So it's like it doesn't overstay its welcome, the game. But if you play multiple rounds of the game, you start like mixing up the last round's rules with this round's rules, depending on the spaces people land on. And it gets tricky. It's fun. What else? The night before, we went out to some place where they don't have like a wait staff, but it was like a brewery slash restaurant. They don't have a wait staff though, so it's like you serve yourself beer from like these taps on the walls, like all around the place. They've got a bunch of different beers, and then it like pumps like gas, and it goes to this like card that you've kind of associated with your debit card, I guess. What loves he? How are you? Um, oh, what is it? What was I gonna say? What was I just about to say? I don't think this marker's gonna last me. I gotta get all new ones, and it keeps getting put off for various reasons. But now I'm just me and my brother's little sometimes podcast that we do. He just made it available as an audio podcast on, but it's only got the new episode that I'm not even in. They recorded one yesterday without me. And they made it available as an audio podcast on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. But it's also still done on YouTube. They're trying to do it so we're all together when we record now, instead of all kind of like Skyping in or whatever. I'm doing good. I was trying to catch up on Bonehead. I didn't get really far. When I originally penciled the pages, all the other pages, I did it in like, I did like a page a day. And right now, I don't know. It's just like, because it's the end of it, I think. I don't know what it is. I cannot draw it as fast, these last pages. So I'm just taking my time. But I have been drawing it. I've been doing TikToks. I think I said that. Yeah, I did. Those are fun to make, but I always feel like I have some crummy TikToks every time I like watch them for a bit. But hopefully someone's enjoying them. Actually, it seemed, I gained like 8 or 9 followers, I think, the other day. It's hard to tell for me because I know I gained like a lot. Oh, you saw them. I gained a bunch of followers in the past couple days, but it's weird because TikTok shows it like they show the amount of followers you have, and then it says +8 or whatever. But I've been seeing a lot of new followers come in, so that's exciting. That's encouraging. In a way, I was kind of doing that instead of streaming the past couple days. So I felt like that had been neglected for a long time. And Mike and Liam, my brothers, who do Nam Just, they what was I gonna say? They put up a short on their on the channel the other day. So now I want to come up with like more video things that I can send them, just to make them laugh, and they can put up as shorts. Hopefully, I come up with something. I feel like when I'm trying to think of stuff, it doesn't present itself. But I'll think of something. And I'll share those on my Discord too. You saw it when you were in class? Ah. You're like sneaking peeks at TikTok under your desk. Wouldn't that be crazy if you got expelled because of little old me? Oops. I have been drawing, the TikTok I did was drawing all these faces. And I've been just like a couple of my recent ones where I did like a speed drawing and inking of this one. I did a speed color or draw in color of that guy, and then a speed inking and coloring of this guy. Oh yeah, it's a big class of 50 students, so don't worry, or so you don't worry. I remember there was a when I was in college, there was a this one kid who he would just kind of get distracted and do his own thing in class all the time, and like he'd be watching like old Mickey Mouse cartoons and like bouncing around in his seat while everybody was like listening to the lecture. It would drive some of us crazy because he'd be like like he had ADHD or something, like, or ADD or something, and he'd just be like kind of bouncing around like a maniac, and he'd be just like watching like quiet, not like he'd have the volume real low and he'd be watching like Popeye. I know he was big on Popeye and other stuff. Like it was always like old school cartoons and stuff. He I think Popeye, I'm trying to remember what his main thing was. He liked Sonic a lot. He invited me to go get lunch with him after class a couple times, and I just remember him talking about Popeye and Sonic a lot. But I feel like there's something else. I had a friend that called one of my friends used to call him Mickey Mouse Kid. Let's see. Let's go with blush pink light. No. I think there's a better one. Deco pink. Those look very similar. Actually, I do think I like the first one I did. Let's try ballet pink. No. Blush pink light it is. I can never remember those three pinks. They're similar enough but different enough where they're not interchangeable. Yeah, this is what I had in mind. That same kid, he was a good animator, and he drew like old school rubber hose type stuff. I mean, he was a decent animator as far as I could tell, but he kind of procrastinated a lot and couldn't keep on task and stuff. He was in an animation class with me, and he would always not be paying attention in class like that, and never turning in his assignments in on time. And like this one teacher was like kind of tell him, like, you're not going to pass this class if you don't turn anything in. Like, you haven't turned anything in all semester. You're supposed to have like all these animation projects. And then it was like the last day of class. He like marched up to the teacher and like slammed this book of animation or not cells, but like pages of animation. And I love Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Tom and Jerry is hysterical. I haven't watched it in a long time though. The old Looney Tunes are on HBO Max. I love every once in a while I'll dive into those, and those are hysterical. But yeah, Tom and Jerry was big in my house growing up. But yeah, he slams down this book of pages, like thick, and he's like, "There you go, my project. I finished it." He's like, "Okay, what is this?" Because everybody else had digital file, like movies, like I'd done some little projects where I'd animated by hand, and then but I had to scan them in and line them up with each other, and put them in sequence and everything. This kid, he just did it all. He did it all on paper, like loose, like copy paper. It was like, there you go. And the teacher was like annoyed because he was like, that's, part of the assignment, is to have like a video to show people, like, but I think I guess he passed the class, like out of the teacher's mercy. since he did in fact animate an 8.5 by 11 flip book. Oh my glasses are falling apart. I gotta get to the eye doctor this month to get some new glasses or contacts or something. Wait, I'm rethinking. Speaking of Looney Tunes, this guy looks a lot like Daffy Duck. Only he's like neon. I like doing duck bills. What else? What else is good? Good old cartoons. What did we watch a lot? My dad liked, again, Looney Tunes. My dad liked Foghorn Leghorn a lot, and Yosemite Sam. Which is not to say I didn't, but let me think. What used to play a lot in our house? Why can't I think of anything? You know what I was never too big a fan of? Like Rocky and Bullwinkle. Sherman and Peabody. Those like Jay Ward cartoons. So what they... I don't know. I was never too into them. Yeah, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all those Looney Tunes characters they're hysterical. Like if you go back and watch them, it's always a treat. They're like nearly 100 years old now, and they are still like it never gets old. I think that's the same color I just used. The black and white cat. I was gonna say something about Felix the Cat earlier. I never really watched Felix the Cat. I had a couple friends who were really into Felix the Cat, or the black and white cat and the yellow bird. Oh, you're talking about Sylvester and Tweety Bird. Yeah. Suffering Thuckadash. Flintstones I liked. That was one my dad liked. Pink Panther was I don't like I know I saw a lot of Pink Panther cartoons, but I don't think I was too into them for some reason. Oh, Hanna-Barbera. There was all those like Yogi Bear and what else was Hanna-Barbera? I don't know, Huckleberry Hound. I said the Flintstones. That was Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, that stuff was good. Oh, you know who I loved was it's there with the Looney Tunes things, the Tex Avery ones. Yeah, the Flintstones was good. The Jetsons I didn't like so much. It was all right, but Flintstones was much funnier. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, like Screwy Squirrel. The ones that Tex Avery did, I all loved Tex Avery. Me and my buddy Ben. I used to go over to his house and we would just watch like collections of Tex Avery cartoons all the time. Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo. I found kind of boring because it was always like the same thing. But we did watch that a lot. My mom had a tape of just that, like, I think my aunt recorded and gave to us, of like this set of a bunch of Scooby Doo cartoons, and we would put that on all the time. And some were better than others. You know what I really liked? When they started doing those movies all the time, the animated movies like Zombie Island and Curse of the Witches, Gums or whatever it was. I don't remember what they were called, but they had a few really good movies where they were like horror movies, kind of. They were like the ghosts and monsters were real, and I thought those were good. Though I only remember I probably only really watched Zombie Island straight through, and I thought that one was good. Though I don't remember it. Let's see. I wonder what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I kind of have an idea. I kind of had an idea for a TikTok in mind with this drawing when I did it. Because I like to set, it'll go up eventually. I like to set it to music that I like. I like to pick out a song and then just do something to go with the song. So I was like, I want to do something for this song. And then I just drew this guy. Have I ever watched The City of Gold? Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one, City of Gold. Did you ever see Little Bear or Rupert? Those were two shows that were always on for a while. Little Bear and Rupert. They were on like PBS or something. They might have been, one of them might have been on Nickelodeon. I don't remember. But they were interesting shows. I think Rupert, I think, might have been English and then came over here. I'm not positive about that, but I just remember those being on all the time. Rupert was like a white bear, and I think he had a bunny friend or something. He had a friend, but I don't remember what his friend was. I'm on the fence about what color I want to use here. Oh yeah, I already used it somewhere else. Well, instead of more pinks, why don't I do... Oh, you know what? I meant to be filming this on my phone so I could maybe do a TikTok of coloring it. I got to get a second stand because I have a stand that holds my camera, and that's what I used yesterday to film my TikTok, but I need a separate one for my phone. That way I don't have to unscrew stuff and screw it back in. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear, wherever you go, with silly old Winnie the Pooh, or something like that. The Disney Channel had all these like cartoons, like this is the 90s that I'm thinking of, like the late 90s maybe, or mid to late 90s, where like there were a bunch of shows based on movies. So there's a Winnie the Pooh show, there was a Aladdin show, there was a Little Mermaid show, and those were always on. Not that color. My sister used to like get really into a particular Disney movie, and she would just watch it on a loop day in and day out and drive us crazy. It's like, I don't want to see Beauty and the Beast one more time for the rest of my life. I remember just getting so over. She would just play them to death. It was like she went through a Beauty and the Beast phase. She went through a Little Mermaid phase. She went through I want to say Aladdin, but the real bad ones were Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna do cream yellow here. Oh, my dad had another one of his bones removed yesterday. So that's gruesome. No, so a while back he had a knee replacement surgery. He just had a hip replaced yesterday. Pretty soon he'll be more machine than man. Ding. Looking for a marcus. There we go. So I was like, when's the next surgery? Because I think originally he was saying he was trying to have both knees replaced, but I think now they're telling him that he was saying he was telling me today. I went over to his house after church today, and he was telling me he doesn't think he's gonna need to get the other hip replaced, and he thinks once this hip heals, he thinks he can at least put off getting the other knee replaced, at least for a while. I want to get some other color for the shadows here. No, that's too much. What about this? Here's that. Need a different one. Here we go. All right, there you go. That's that. I should do this background square. But what color? I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do. Got this like hot pink color, which I never use. Let me get the fine end to break it in, break in the shape. So I want it bleeding all over the place. You know what? I gotta remember to like put the camera a little to the side of where I'm drawing, so it's not like my hand on top of it the whole time. It's a bad habit. I put the camera directly above my hand. Anyone looking forward to any movies coming out? I know I'm excited for Cocaine Bear with the IKEA guy, right? The guy with customer service stuff on TikTok. Right, that's him in that trailer. I call him the IKEA guy because doesn't he have like the interior of IKEA superimposed behind him in all those? Cocaine Bear. It looks ridiculous. It looks like it'd be fun to watch with my brothers, honestly. We should have a non-just Cocaine Bear watch party whenever that comes out. They talk. That's the name of the new episode that they just put up. Oh, Avatar in December. Is it just called Avatar 2? I haven't really seen anything for that one. I've been hearing about it. I actually don't know what other movies are coming out. I feel like there's something that I could have talked about, but I don't know what. Christmas Story Christmas, did that come out already? With Big Ralphie. Ralphie's all grown up. Peter Billingsley. You know what? I never saw the first Avatar. I never saw Avatar, and I never saw Avatar The Last Airbender. Nothing against Avatars. But it's true. I never see any movie. So that's coming out in December. Avatar. Oh! You know what looks? You know what I'm kind of excited about? That Mario movie. The voice casting. I don't know what to make of that yet. But I just saw a video of Jack Black doing his Bowser for like some crowd at some convention, I assume. And oh, that was exciting. That was pretty cool. He was just kind of like riffing as Bowser, and he sounded like a wrestler, like a pro wrestler or something. It was pretty cool. I think that's the movie I was thinking of. Mario. I like everybody in it. I mean, what's his name? I don't know. Chris Pratt's a funny guy, right? I don't know. I don't got anything against Chris Pratt. I like Charlie Day. I like Keegan Michael Key. Jack Black. Who else is in that movie? Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I haven't heard that yet. Would it be cool if it comes out on DVD or whatever, and then the Mario movie, and then what's his name? Charles Martinet. Like, there's a special feature where Charles Martinet dubs in all his voices for all his characters. That's the guy that voices like Mario and Luigi and Wario and Waluigi. That would make so many people happy if they did that. Just had it available as like instead of like a commentary track or like an extra commentary track, but it's just like alternate audio for the movie. Let's go. Mamma mia. Whatever they say. Okay, I think that's what we got for today. Some kind of thing. There you have it. Well, let's see. I tell you when I'm streaming tomorrow, but I never know. My schedule is so up in the air all the time. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll be back soon. That much I can say. Let's see. Anything else? Check out my I always forget to plug myself. Check out, there's a Linktree link I'm going to put in the description if you don't already see it. And it's there you can find my Snapchat. No, not my Snapchat. What are all the things? My Facebook isn't one either. Instagram, my Twitter, my Discord, all those things. And check out the new episode of Nam Just with my brothers. They are talking about Cocaine Bear. Goodbye, everybody. I like you. Maybe you like me too. Click on some other videos on this channel, wherever you are. And then, so word of advice. If you keep flapping your wings, eventually you'll fly. Goodbye.